So I'm reading Yahoo News this morning, and the headline says Dr. Anthony Fauci says there's virtually no chance that COVID-19 will be eradicated. He goes on to explain it by saying the novel coronavirus is so transmissible and it is so widespread throughout the world that even if our infections get well controlled and go down dramatically during the summer, there's virtually no chance it will be eradicated. And when I read this, and all I could think about is the hundreds of thousands of people that have been affected by the coronavirus, the people who have died. I'm thinking about the businesses that have closed, the businesses that are going bankrupt. I'm thinking about people, 30 million who are unemployed, people who are worried about a paycheck. Well, there's always been adversity in our lives. We've always encountered it. And there are some common techniques, ways that we can overcome adversity. So what I've done is I've created this video. I created the video. I called it Overcoming Adversity During Coronavirus. I'm going to share with you some of the common techniques, some of the common ways that people have overcome adversity throughout the years. And that, my friends, that's up next right here on Over 50 TV. Welcome back to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes. And before we get into overcoming adversity during coronavirus, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to our channel. To do that, you've just got to hit the little red button. It's underneath your screen. There's also a little bell. If you hit that little bell, you'll get our latest updates and they'll be delivered right to your inbox. There's a thumbs up button. If you hit that, that lets me know that you enjoyed watching the video. Overcoming adversity, it requires a change in your belief about your situation and about the challenge that you're facing. Those are cliches in some ways, and certainly you've heard them a million times or more than that even, but it's true. So number one, what I'm going to suggest that you do is change your mindset. Look at where you're at and focus on the positive. Another surefire way to overcome adversity is to not make excuses and use this time, this valuable time, to better ourselves. And I think what I've seen is people will sit back, they'll sit back and they'll say, I'm just going to let this play out. So they don't do anything, they make excuses. But what we know is this: excuses are lies that we tell ourselves because we're afraid of the future. We're afraid of what the outcome will be, so we sit back and we do nothing. Well, what happens then is it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because we didn't do anything, because we didn't try to overcome the situation that we're in, because we didn't try to better ourselves when we had a chance to do that, what happens is we suffer from the decisions that we make. That's not a good way to do it. It's time to start looking at your situation and saying, I can overcome this. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to use this time wisely. What we know is this: the economy has been stopped by the coronavirus pandemic, but the economy can move ahead, and it will move ahead. The coronavirus stopped the economy temporarily, but it doesn't have to stop you at all. Another way to overcome adversity, and adversity during coronavirus, is to have faith and believe that you're going to get through this. And matter of fact, you're going to get through this. You've had tough times in your life. We've all had them. Maybe not to the extent that we're experiencing right now with the coronavirus pandemic, but we've been through tough times. And one thing that I know, and you probably know too, is it takes a lot of energy to live a life of fear. It takes more energy to live life in fear than it does having a life of faith. So have faith that you will get through this. One thing I've seen is sometimes we'll take this fear that we have and we build these walls, and we're inside these walls and we're trying to look out and we think, well, we can't do this. We can't get out of here. But embrace the change, embrace what we have. And again, I look at this and I say, It is a tough situation we're in, but embrace it. Look for the positives, as I said in the beginning here. One thing that will happen if you stay in fear is it will immobilize you. It will keep you down. It will hold you back. But if you have faith, that will do. If you have faith, it will energize you. Have faith in you. Another way to overcome adversity during coronavirus is a lesson that I learned a long time ago. And I think if you really dig deep and if you think back, you'll understand this one, and you probably have experienced it. Stand up to fear, stand up to adversity. You know, it's so easy to give up, to sit back and float down that river, and it is just going to take me wherever it takes me. No, stand up to fear, stand up to adversity, and make a change. In my life, I can say to you, as most of us who are over 50, over 60 years old, most of us have had things in our life that maybe we wish, and probably we wish never happened. I've had businesses that were successful. I've had careers that I was very proud of, but I've also had setbacks in my life. I've also had businesses that weren't successful, but persevering, keeping at it, not giving up, facing adversity head on and saying, you know what, this happened. I'll get through it. It'll happen again, and I'll get through it a second time. Yes, this is what I call 10 times the adversity that we have ever faced in our lifetime. And certainly, if, as I said before, if you're somebody who is not working or unemployed or underemployed, maybe your hours were cut, you know, and you're looking at how am I going to pay my bills? What am I going to do? Well, you know, call that bill collector, call that utility company, call the company that is financing your car or leasing your car. Call them on the phone. Face it. Don't give up. Face it and deal with it. But when you do that, you'll feel stronger, you'll feel better about yourself. But whatever you do, don't give up. So let me tell you something that I really like to do as a way to overcome adversity is I'll set a goal, or I'll recommend to someone that they set a goal. But they do this. They use a timeline, or they create a timeline, and in that timeline, they look at it over the period of 6 months or a year. Keeping in mind, you're always going to have peaks or valleys. You're always going to have some problems or some setback that's going to happen. But when you're setting your goals, think about this. Think about, what do I need to do to make me feel good, to make me feel successful, both personally and professionally? Also, what you can do is think about what's worked for you in the past. You know, what have I done in the past when I've tried to or had to overcome situations, adversity? What did I do? What did I do that helped me to overcome those past challenges? Build on that experience. Use that experience to help you to build on it. Something that I always recommend and I like to do is I'll take little steps, what I call just baby steps. I'll set small goals that I know are achievable over a short period of time. And every time I achieve that small goal, it definitely strengthens me. It'll strengthen you too. Setting a goal that is achievable, a series of small ones, it also energizes you as well. So I've just outlined 5 ways you can overcome adversity during coronavirus. Again, mindset, having a positive mindset, no excuses, extremely important. Having faith, mostly having faith in yourself, that I find to be critical. Don't give up. No one's ever achieved anything large, anything small, anything great if they gave up, and we know that. And then the last was my addition to these proven time-worn techniques, proven time-worn ways of overcoming adversity, is I believe in setting goals. Small goals, achieving them will lead you to achieve larger goals. I want to thank you for watching this video. And if you would, please go ahead and subscribe to Over 50 TV. To do that, just hit that little red button. It's underneath the screen. Hit that little bell. Hitting that little bell will get you our latest updates, and they'll be delivered to your inbox. And then there is a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button, because that'll let me know that you enjoyed watching the video. As I always say, everybody, have a great day.